curveball and he
New ones that ran.
just took off.
Wow. They're sharp.
Yeah.
There's some shit.
David Cohn, I got his book.
This is one. This
I was in
is
Edinburgh.
like that drove.
Open book,
Yeah.
and it's signed by him.
Oh, that's
Wow,
pretty.
Six, I bought all six of them.
I like
Wow.
red Corvettes.
But his dad taught him to throw a curveball by wrapping his arm around a
See,
brick.
that's my vehicle. When
He
I
never
ride
played
my
high school
way.
baseball.
Holy
It's a
cow.
Cadillac XT5.
Maybe go.
April 27th, 2026. We'll now go into open session. We have signed minutes from the February 16 board meeting. I believe everyone has signed their claim and travel vouchers. So the next item on the agenda, Superintendent Scott, we have the personnel changes.
Thank you, Mr. President. We'll be making the following recommended personnel changes effective April 26th, which is standard. That was yesterday. In the Investigations Bureau, Sergeant Joshua Razi, Investigations Division, District Investigations, North Zone, Peru, District 16, is promoted to the rank of First Sergeant, permanent, to serve as the District Investigative Commander. Senior Trooper Daniel Berkey, Enforcement Bureau, Field Operations Area 2, Fort Wayne. District number 22 is transferred to the Investigations Bureau, Investigations Division, Drug Investigations, Drug Enforcement Section, Area 2, U.S. Marshals Task Force, and reassigned as Uniform Detective Permanent. Trooper Lim Chol, Investigations Division, District Investigations, South Zone, Indianapolis, District 52, is transferred to Drug Investigations, Drug Enforcement Section, Area 5, and reassigned as a Uniform Detective Permanent. Trooper Taylor R. Ranshaw, Enforcement Bureau, Field Operations Area 4, Versailles, District number 42, is transferred to the Investigations Bureau, Investigations Division, District Investigations, South Zone, Versailles, District number 42, and reassigned as a Detective Permanent. Any questions on those before I move to the Enforcement Bureau?
I'm just wondering, on Trooper Joel,
Yes, sir.
didn't we just promote him to detective last month?
We did, and then he, this job came open, he put in, finished number 1 again, and Trooper Joel is one of those troopers, can do whatever. His ceiling is really high. He can do whatever he wants on the department. He's a rock star, does great. He'll now be moving into interdiction, and he'll be another one of those guys we'll be talking about at future meetings, his work. So, yeah, it kind of just worked out that way. He wanted to get into investigations. That job opened up. I don't know that he knew the interdiction job was coming. So that's what he really wanted to do. It just wasn't available. So Chris, you're correct. He just got promoted. I think it was last month or the month before. So,
Sounds like he may have his sights on your job.
like I said, he truly is one of those guys that he can do about whatever he wants to do. He's a really solid guy. Any further?
Any other questions? Okay.
All right, I'll move on to the Enforcement Bureau. Master Trooper Scott Probasco, Field Operations Area 5, Indianapolis, District 52, is promoted to the rank of Sergeant, permanent, to serve as District Squad Leader. And finally, Senior Trooper Curtis Jones, Field Operations Area 1, Lowell, District 13, is transferred to Commercial Vehicle Enforcement, Collaborative Policing Division, Commercial Vehicle Enforcement, Fort Wayne, District number 22, and reassigned as Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Officer, permanent. Present these to you for your approval, Mr. President.
Any further questions? There being no further questions, is there a motion to approve the personnel changes presented by Superintendent Scott?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second? All those in favor of approval, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? There being none, the personnel changes presented have all been approved. Next item on the agenda, staff report, Colonel Relifer.
Morning, Mr. President. and
Morning.
members of the board. As of April 1st, 2026, we have 1,135 troopers. On the back of your sheet that you see, we have the pending separation list of those that are retiring from the department. And then we are currently in our 90th selection process for trooper. They are currently in the psychological and medical phase of the hiring process with a start date of June 7th, 2026. And for our Capitol Police section, we opened up the 52nd process on April 6th. And that start date for their academy and hire date is August 17th, 2026. August 17th, 2026. Any questions that you may have?
Any questions? Thank you. Next item, military leave without pay, Colonel Hill.
Morning, Mr. President, members of the board. This is a request for military leave without pay for Trooper Benjamin Walker out of the Fort Wayne District from April 6, 2026 through October 4th of 2026. I believe it appears that he is going to be staying in country. What I'm reading here. So, request be approved.
Yeah, I don't think we need to take a vote on it. So thank you for that. Just one military leave, as I understand it, correct? Okay. And next item on the agenda, we have our March 19, 2026 meeting minutes. We'll begin with Mr. Graves.
I think I will turn that over to Madam Secretary. She pointed out a thing or two that I hadn't even noticed.
All right, Madam Secretary.
My apologies on these, but just the paragraph about Trooper Washington, we don't mention in there that this is for the football team and the football season. So it kind of reads to me like he was assigned to the whole athletic season. I mean, I just think we need to include football since it is the football coach and not just for clarity. And I guess maybe historical purposes is what I was thinking about that.
I'd just say Coach Signetti would say just Google me and you'll.
Google me and he wins, and yeah,
Good
absolutely.
point.
But Google might not be around in 10 years. They'll make something up. And then under Support Services Bureau, the paragraph that starts the last agenda item for the board's consideration. Under Support Services Division, the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth paragraph. The beginning of that reads that you have to have military service to be a trooper, sort of, to me. The way it's worded, to change the amount of military service applicants would need to be a trooper. And you don't need military service to be a trooper. But I think we need some clarity with that for how the rule, what the rule states.
No, it's a requirement, not the requirement.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I think, Marilyn, that what Shay, I think, is trying to, in Police Rule 1, there's several paragraphs, and this is one paragraph in Police Rule 1, if I remember correctly, that is one of their requirements. I don't think it reads, I mean, the paragraph may read this way, but the whole document is the list of all the requirements to become a trooper. And this being one of those. Correct me if I'm wrong, Counselor. Can't hear you.
That's correct.
So we might just need to put something about one of the as one of the requirements to be a trooper.
Okay.
Just to clarify that. And then at the bottom, 3 paragraphs down, a partnership with other local, federal, state, and federal agencies. Take down is one word, I believe. And then I'm in writing mode.
I can see why Dave stayed out of this one.
The 4th paragraph from the bottom
What page are we on?
on the last page. Towards the end of that paragraph that Mr. Graves started the discussion, it says Superintendent Scott did not expect any issues, but did note every gun the agency has had, there have been accidental discharges. And that sort of read to me like every single gun that we've had in the department issued to troopers has had a discharge.
Would you rather have it said every type of gun?
Or every gun manufacturer, or
Make and model,
every make and model.
Okay.
weapon used.
I mean, you could even have something regardless of the firearms that have been issued, there have been accidental discharge, and then that would, if that's what would make it easier for you, then that's an easy way to, no matter what the gun you have, there's accidental discharges, is what they're saying ultimately.
Not every single one.
No, not every.
Yeah.
Goodness. I got really concerned when I read that. Let's go back to the range, everybody. Anyway, that's all I have. Thanks, Dave.
Anna, did you get all the changes?
I did.
Okay. Glad you did.
You asked me to read them.
I know. Okay. Ms. Clevenger has indicated that she has made the proper suggestions and changes to the meeting minutes of March 19th, 2026. Is there a motion to approve the minutes with the changes presented by the secretary? Is there a second? Okay. All those in favor of approving the meeting minutes of March 19th, 2026 with the suggested changes, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? There being none, the meeting minutes are approved as amended. Okay. Okay. Colonel Hill, we've got a retirement of our K-9 Smitty, correct?
Yes, sir. Good morning again. This is regarding the retirement, requested retirement of a 10-year-old K-9 Smitty, a German Shepherd. It's being retired due to the fact that the dog is experiencing physical limitations due to his age. So his handler, Trooper Douglas Weaver, has agreed to assume all responsibilities and care for Smith.
Were they severe problems the dog was experiencing, or just something that it was time for him? We don't know. Time for him to, okay.
But being 10 years old and
Yeah.
having the kind of the physical demands, what they ask for, I would say that
Okay.
probably beyond
Yep.
time.
Right.
Probably-
Yeah, German Shepherd, I think you're probably right. Okay, well, hopefully Smitty will have a nice retirement. Is there a motion to approve the K-9 retirement agreement and conveyance of property of K-9 Smitty?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor of approving the K-9 retirement, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposition? There being none, the retirement agreement and conveyance is hereby approved. Okay, next item on the agenda. In executive session, we discussed the continuance of the disciplinary matter of Lieutenant Jeffrey Herron with the parties involved. We also discussed, or for the record, the hearing was originally set for today. The state of Indiana requested a continuance due to a special legal education seminar that the legal department was involved in, which was granted. And through the discussion with the parties today, we have tentatively agreed on Monday, July 27th, possibly the 28th. Our board meeting for that month is presently set for July 20th here at CBED. So what the board has decided is that we will let the parties discuss this date. They've tentatively agreed to it. And next month at the May meeting, we will then formally announce that as a firm date if all parties agree. If not, we have a backup date of August 17th. So tentatively, the matter has been set for July 27th. We will then, for the record, in our meeting in May, formally change the date of our July meeting to the 27th. If all parties confirm that as concrete date for the hearing. Okay? So there's nothing here that we have to vote on. And we will make the final approval at next month's meeting. Next item, Superintendent Scott. You have any comments or issues or things you'd like to bring up at this time?
I'll just touch on a couple of things that we touched on in executive session, that we had our 2026 awards ceremony last week and honored numerous members of the department, both sworn and civilian. And we awarded our Trooper of the Year to William Gingrich in the Indianapolis district. We also awarded a civilian award, life-saving award to a FedEx driver who bravely got involved in a fight that Sergeant Dave Meyer was in, and very thankful that he chose to step up and get involved and help one of our troopers out. And actually, the suspect in that case has his first initial hearing on attempted murder charges today. Colonel Hill will be attending that hearing later on this afternoon. I also want to recognize Colonel Priest, who was also recognized at our award ceremony this year for his part in saving the life of another individual. So kudos to Lieutenant Colonel Priest. We also wrapped up a large-scale wiretap investigation in Jefferson County that culminated in the arrest of 29 individuals 2 weeks ago. That's the second wiretap that's been investigated in Jefferson County over the last 3 or 4 years. So with roughly 50 to 55 defendants between the two or more, 60. The first round, I think they've got a net incarceration sentence of about 300 incarceration years from the first wire. So I suspect this one will be the same. Trooper Joe Gravine had a stop of a commercial motor vehicle on I-70 near Cloverdale last week that resulted in the seizure of 392 pounds of cocaine with a street value of about $9 million. So that's a big deal. And I think that's about it, Mr. President, that I have. Unless anybody's got any questions for me.
Any questions? Congratulations, Colonel Priest.
They tricked me. I would have never went along with it, and they had no idea that they had done that. So I was appreciative of that recognition. Thank you.
What a guy. My man.
Congratulations.
Any, no questions for the superintendent? Okay. Any comments by any board members or anything any board members want to bring up?
Where are we at with the new weapons?
So the transition is ongoing. I wouldn't even say we're still in the infancy stages. They're done every week. They're doing this 4-day process. So it takes 4 full days. So basically 1 week. I know they took the first round of 227s and then turned in down to the vendor for purchase. So we're probably a couple hundred in today. Seems to be going well. I've actually had some folks that were some of the naysayers at the beginning come up to me after they went through the transition and said they were wrong. They really like the guns. It's the best weapon they've ever had in their career. So it seems to be going well. No issues that I'm aware of. It seems to be going good. We're just trying to find some days for us to go through it too.
One of the biggest problems, coordination of the eye.
Yep, so Chris and I shot, we went down and tested some body armor, and as a part of that, they had some of our weapons in it. It is hard at the beginning when you're used to closing one eye for 25 or 30 years to teach yourself to keep both eyes open and find that dot. But once you find that, they're really smooth shooting guns.
We actually have our firearms instructors, like, we're meeting with optometrists to even figure out different drills that we can use to make sure that hand-eye coordination.
I spoke with our one of our firearms instructors this morning on the way here, actually, and he said he thinks the lowest score that we've had since we started the transition is in the 90s. Like, that's the lowest we've had. Everybody said the scores would go up, and it appears that they are.
Piggy tail that, what about the new vehicles? Where are we at with distribution of those?
Yeah, so we have obviously, I think Mick says about 101 blue Durangos still left on the lot for distribution. They're just doing those as they come up. I think 3 to 4 a week is about what they're getting out. We have a pending order right now that I think we finalized this week. I'm trying to add some vehicles to that. But we'll be purchasing at least another 105, probably more, with 65 to 70 of those being blue Durangos, to keep us moving forward to get more of those blue ones in the field. It just takes time. It seems to be going well. Obviously, the fleet issue is a continuous issue. We're trying to get into a rhythm with IDOA where we buy a set number at a set date every year. And haven't got there yet, but hopefully as this next budget session moves in, I don't think they truly understood that we have to buy vehicles every year to stay ahead. So they understand now, and we're gonna try to get to a point where we order in preparation for that build schedule. Stellantis only builds these vehicles during a certain time frame every year, and I really wasn't familiar with that until recently. So we have to place our order early in the year to get in that build cycle, especially with the blue ones, because we can't just go buy blue ones off the lot like we could white ones, because not very many dealerships have those blue ones sitting on the lot. So, yeah.
What about Mustangs?
Mustangs, this order had 5 more, actually had 7 Mustangs. 5 that we purchased, 2 the toll road commission agreed to buy 2 of them to put up on the toll road. So we basically got 2 free Mustangs that will be on the toll road. So this round of the 5 that we bought, we will keep those 5 unmarked. So we're going to try to rotate. We'll do 5 marked, 5 unmarked, 5 marked, 5, kind of stagger those out so we have a mix of both unmarked and marked Mustangs in the field.
Different colors?
Yeah, the unmarked ones will be just whatever color probably they have on the lot. Just to mix it up a little bit. They seem to be a hit. Every time somebody sees one of those, I get a text like, "Oh, I just seen this car. Is that yours?" So people really like the Mustangs. It's been a good marketing tool for us. Probably helped us, even though your chances of getting one as a young trooper slim to none. They don't know that, but I think it has helped us probably in recruiting a little bit. Also for Maryland's benefit, Felix Rosenquist, we partnered with him again, and he, as you've seen last week, if you follow racing at all, he led 50 of the 90 laps and then finished second. So he was close to winning a race last week in California, but we're really excited for the month of May with him having a pretty good season. Hopefully he does well out here. So we get a lot of traction from that too. He's a great guy.
Speaking of racing, street takeovers, are they starting up again, or with the weather changing, or is it slowed down?
We had a little bit, it slowed down obviously over the winter months. We had a little bit of an issue down in Bloomington with Little 5 this weekend. I suspect they will come back as warmer weather is upon us now. And they tend to be in certain areas of the metropolitan area. So I suspect Indianapolis will see some of that this summer. Hopefully not, but we've gotten pretty good about putting helicopters up and being able to put those to rest pretty quickly.
You've been able to determine, it sounds like at least up in Chicago area, they're finding that it's a lot of outside people that are getting these things started. Is that the
Yeah, there's
same
usually
way?
a promoter and they go online and that's how we, obviously our Intel folks usually find them through Facebook or some other social media platforms where they advertise these. And nothing good comes from them, sir. So we try to be there and deter it as best we can.
So it's the only benefit to the promoter is he gets followers, or?
Yeah.
Or
I'm not
why?
a big social media person, but I
I'm not
assume
either.
there's something in that for them somewhere. Maybe they sell T-shirts at the gas stations when I don't know. I truly don't. But, I do know it seems to be a big deal when they have them. Fortunately for us, we've not had the issues that other major cities across the country have had with them. Typically ends up in a pursuit somewhere. That's what's nice about having the helicopter up. We simply just let them drive to a house, go in and surround the house and get a search warrant. Takes away a lot of the risk to the public.
Well, and finally, again, I just wanted to convey comments that I've received from quite a few people about our commercial vehicle enforcement unit, at least trying to get control and seeming to do a pretty good job on 8094 and I-65 up north. A lot of people have asked me to send their thank yous to the state police for getting some control over some of this crazy truck driver traffic. So
It's been a priority of ours, and then I will just give kudos to Colonel Priest, Major Smithers, Captain Barr. That's been the group, and our collaborative policing group. Actually, Captain Bilkey's done a really nice job with that group too, and assisting with the truck enforcement also. So all of those kudos go to their teams. They've done a really nice job.
well, thank you for that. Anybody else? Anything?
Just congratulations on
Go ahead.
Congratulations on a great award ceremony. I was sitting at my computer for the last week, just watching all the press releases come through about the awards that have gone out and then seeing it on the Facebook feeds and just some nice publicity, especially on the FedEx guy thing, but other things, like the professional staff. And so good work for our communications.
Yeah, it was a really well-attended event. I think the whole place was full, so.
Standing room only.
Yeah.
Looking forward to some memorial services, attending some of
Yes,
those.
kicking off Friday, so the 2 of them on Friday.
Dave?
Superintendent, I was just wondering if there was a shooting incident in Bloomington a few days ago. Are we involved in that investigation? And, if there's any progress on it?
There was a shooting, ended up being 5 people injured from the shooting. There was, I think, 9 people total injured. The other 4 were injured trying to get away from the shooting. They fell down and got hurt. Bloomington PD is the lead. We had troopers in the area working for the Little 500 weekend, but we are not involved in the actual shooting investigation. There was a lot going on this weekend. We've learned a lot of people from out of town, from Chicago, from that area, lots of parties that were promoted by event promoters. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like the old Snake Pit. Things kind of got out of control this weekend, and we've pretty much been hands off other than our Bloomington district with the Little 5. But I spoke with Chief Deepkoff of Bloomington PD this weekend and IU Superintendent Ben Hunter. And next year, I think you will see a significant increase in ISP manpower and presence in the area to make sure this doesn't happen again. It's been a pretty good event for many years, but it seems to be getting hijacked by those who want to come down and make it something that it's not. So we're gonna make sure we increase our footprint there next year. And we'll do some proactive policing to make sure this stuff doesn't happen.
But the shooting did not occur at the Little 500 track.
No, it did not. The shooting occurred downtown on Kirkwood Avenue, where there was a large gathering of people that were just partying. So it was off campus.
Do we know whether it involved IU students?
It did not.
It did not.
It did not involve IU students. So we have a report back actually from Captain Bilkey, who was down there this weekend as part of our collaborative policing group, and he described it as lots of 18 to 20-year-olds carrying guns and drugs, and it was just kind of an out of control party scene. So
Captain Bilkey also said that it was socially media driven, people getting invites and really driving the thousands of people get together for these parties, so we'll probably have some of our Intel people down there next year monitoring this very closely, supporting our enforcement folks.
And no arrest made so far that we know
Not
about.
as far as the shooting goes.
Anybody else? Okay, thank you, Superintendent.
Thank you.
The next State Police Board meeting is scheduled for Monday, May 18th, 2026, 9 a.m. here at the CVIT office. And there being no further business, is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor of adjourning, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposition? There being none, it is 10:49. We are officially adjourned. Thank you, everyone.